Hi, me buckos, and welcome back to Return to Monkey Island. This be Sensei Starman, and I am going to keep doing that voice for the introduction every time I open a new chapter. Deal with it. Anyway, last time, you remember we got to Melee Island and started exploring around a bit. We found that the old Swordmaster, well, she's not that old, but the Swordmaster is now the governor. Dueled with her a bit. And we also talked with the lookout and discovered that LeChuck is getting ready to go to Monkey Island to try and find the secret of Monkey Island once and for all. So we need to find a ship, find a crew, and find a way to beat him to the punch. And no flowers to pick here. And hey, locksmith, memories, the jail. Oh, let's do memories first.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Yeah, church is a little bit disrepaired. And hey, there's the seagull from Loom. Well, probably. Explore the alley. Talk to the old woman. It's the old general store, and somebody's doing babble babble. Oh, let's check out the alley first, because this can't possibly end badly. Yeah, this looks familiar.
It seems to be stuck closed.
No surprise there, we couldn't get through this door in the original Monkey Island. And it turned out to be an access hatch to an underground tunnel complex in Monkey Island 2. Let's see, weird graffiti.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Actually, it looks a bit like the purple tentacle. A note.
The note says, "Forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better." The note says, "Forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better."
Ah, well.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem.
Oh, that was cryptic, but possibly helpful.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so. If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding. They're mostly gone now. Hardly anyone left to pick up the pieces. The queen always gives way to a new queen. She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go. The secret smells like popcorn. Some islands you should not visit. But what can you do? I got my golden key. But then, that is not enough.
Yeah, the world's not enough.
Lights out always come sooner than you think.
Wait, does that mean somebody's about to try and knock me out? No, probably not.
He's doomed. But that's what you get when you get involved with a woman of station.
Yeah, that didn't seem oddly appropriate.
They all think they deserve it. Well, they do and they don't. It's a fairly good story. I wonder if there will be a sequel. the secret? Smells like popcorn. Things are not what they seem.
Okay, I think we are going to...
Things are not what they seem.
And one
She
more.
vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go.
I think it's a chandelier. Looks sort of like an eye.
Let's see, so eye, chandelier... Yeah, there's a trivia card. Whose wedding veil could be found in LeChuck's cabin? Elaine's, LeChuck's, Murray's. Easy one.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Alright, let's check out the locksmith.
Welcome to my shop.
Hi. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments. And please don't touch the glass.
What's that lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
What's that lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
What's this lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
All
And
right.
please don't touch the glass.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Heh.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Huh.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Aw.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Okay.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
These are nice.
Thanks.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out. And please, don't touch the glass.
Giggity.
What's this key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
That could be useful.
What's this key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
What's this key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's this key?
That unlocks your house.
What's that key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Huh.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. She's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Huh.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
Hopefully.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just a serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
All right.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
All right, well, let's check out the jail.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Well, I can peer at the lock.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Simple rule. And looks like there's a number trivia card.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean part.
Let's see, the scurvy dog vendor is hard of hearing, can't smell, can't sing, is nearsighted. That's hardly a fair question. We just now got that in this game.
How's your day going?
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
And it kind of picks up to Stan's theme from the original game when you get close to him. Nice touch. Actually, wait, that's not his theme from the original game. It's the theme from or Curse of Monkey Island.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
It sounds like you should have been arrested several decades ago. I mean, why now, all of a sudden?
One word, jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities. Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape. I had a whole line of products. I expanded my distribution to other islands, all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slapped me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and environmental impact. They didn't understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son, and that's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Oh, well.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Naturally.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, he is the best salesman on the island, granting that he is the only salesman on the island.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Alright.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
Alright, so clearly we're going to need to break Otis out of here.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straits.
Which presumably means getting that reader from the locksmith. But we've got no obvious way of doing that yet.
Things are not what they seem.
Alright. Well, I think we've got just enough time to hit the low street.
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that.
Well, that's what I tried doing in the first place, but the game wouldn't let me go over there.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Bifrost? Oh, no.
No, you say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Hey, that gives me an idea.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Well, so much for that idea.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. They're having a half-off sale. Going out of business? This place is an institution. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
No rubber chickens with pulleys in the middle.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? This place has kind of gone downhill.
And the doors that magically let you go from here to there aren't there working anymore.
Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
Yep, always been 10 o'clock around here.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle.
And it's men of low moral fiber, aka pirates.
Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are ya?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops, sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood, what wants to be a pirate?
And you're the pirate leaders. I was looking for you.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
Yeah, 3 guys, but not the 3 guys who used to hang out on this corner.
What did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all 3. That were part of your instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
Aye, it matters not. We've all of us moved on.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time and democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead, drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once you be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the 3 trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
Well, there goes my backup plan for breaking Otis out of jail.
How would you like to back my venture to find the secret of Monkey Island?
TM.
The secret?
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate that holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
So you're in?
Alas, no.
Those days are behind us.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Oh, nuts.
Wait. Didn't I hear that the ghost pirate LeChuck be going to Monkey Island?
Ugh, don't say it. I'm afraid I'm gonna somehow wind up going with him. Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying of fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
You said you don't have a ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman that lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her Thanks very much.
Do you know where I can get my hands on a ship?
Nay,
Stands were the only place for ships.
they've shut it down and thrown the man into jail.
Afraid you're out of luck?
No ships. I wonder if I really should be trying to get on the Chuck ship.
Boy, they're not exactly being subtle about that point, are they?
I'll see you around.
Seems likely.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and call this chapter here. But next time, we will go to the one place we haven't been in Melee Town proper, and go catch up with the Voodoo Lady. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.